What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Okay. Got a quick video for you guys just because this doesn't have to take long. So, Hellblade 2 is going to go to the PS5, and I want to tell you how I feel about it. I think my cat tried to come in or something. This is just how I feel about it, and it is a very personal reason. So, it's not, I can admit that this is not a good reason for anybody to be upset. This only pertains to me, and I'm sharing this with you because I care about you. Okay. For those of you that know, I have moved on to PC recently. The main reason I moved on to PC is because I got sick and tired of playing games at 30 frames per second when I know for a fact that my Xbox Series X is more powerful than what these developers are using it for. At this point, you can't convince me otherwise. I have seen too many good looking, great games with great physics and everything run at 60 to the point that games that run at 30 on the Xbox Series X and on the base PS5 is a rarity. We can admit that most games that have dropped this generation drop at 60. The majority do. However, Xbox, for whatever reason, with their first party game, that's the problem with their first party games, big first party games, games that are supposed to be a splash, games that people were looking forward to, drop the ball and drop that 30. That includes Starfield, that includes Redfall, and the one that broke the camel's back for me was Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2, when they said that Hellblade 2 was going to drop at 30, I remember saying to myself, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I've been questioning why my Asus ROG Ally, a system that's this big, was running games unlocked better than my Xbox Series X. Now I know that's a PC, so developers don't lock games on PC the same way that they do on consoles, so it's completely different. So it's not necessarily the console's fault. It's not the hardware's fault, okay? I got gaslit into oblivion. People were telling me Starfield is too big. You can't do that. In Starfield, you can save the sandwich in one place and pick up the sandwich 20 years later in the same place that you left it off. And that's why you can't do it. I got no apology when all of them got proven wrong and Xbox actually dropped the patch and now Starfield runs at 60 frames. You can even unlock it running above 60. So I got no apology for that. But clearly I was right. Redfall went ahead and got a patch, right? Hellblade 2, as of right now, does not have a patch on the Xbox Series X. But you know how I'm going to feel when Hellblade 2 drops on the base PS5 and it has a 60 frames per second mode. Because I don't know exactly why I don't see this game dropping on the PS5 at 30 frames. And if that is the case, if they actually wait till this game drops on the PS5 to give it a 60 frames per second mode, I don't know how much more disrespect an Xbox gamer can take. I really don't. I get it. You don't care because you played it on Game Pass and all that sort of stuff. I get it. But at that point, man, I don't know. And I'm not even talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro. No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the base PS5. If it has 60 frames per second on the base PS5. I anticipate that it probably should have. It should have a 60 frames per second mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It is a better console, right? Okay, that makes sense. I'm not gonna fight that. But it would still lead to the notion that the best place to play Xbox games if it's not on PC is gonna be a PS5 Pro, which is a whole nother story. It is what it is. So for me, Hellblade 2 on the PS5 does make me salty, especially if it's going to drop with a 60 frames per second mode. If it drops still at 30 frames, then it really doesn't matter because it's kind of like, okay, now you're just paying for this game, which you could have played it on Game Pass already for the same style or whatever the case may be. I played the game at 60 and above. I played it on my Walmart PC. Again, my cheap Walmart PC played this game at 60 and above. Okay. So it is what it is. This game does make me feel salty, and I can be honest with you about that, especially if it does drop at 60. Is it a stupid reason? Yes, of course, I know it. Should it really matter? No, of course not. I know it. It's just that for me, this was the game that made me leave the consoles and go to PCs. I would have loved to have stayed on consoles, but now that I'm on PC, ain't no way I'm going back. Like the advantages are just too much. They're just too much. So it is what it is. But, I had to learn the hard way. Doc Dog Around 85, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.